Welcome back to MegaBuild 24, where we uncover the biggest, boldest, and most jaw-dropping infrastructure projects from around the world. Today's showdown is not just about bridges or bullet trains. It's about two titans, Japan and China, locked in a silent yet intense infrastructure war. One represents speed, scale, and bold execution. The other, precision, safety, and silent innovation. The question is simple: who's really winning the infrastructure race? Is it China with its world record megaprojects rising in weeks? Or is it Japan, the birthplace of the bullet train and the master of resilient engineering? Let's dive deep and compare across 7 key categories, from high-speed rail to smart cities, from global influence to engineering challenges. Grab your helmet. We're entering the construction zone. 1. The scale of ambition. When it comes to sheer scale, few countries can match what China has achieved in the past 20 years. Since the early 2000s, China has gone from a largely rural economy to the world's second largest, driven largely by an infrastructure-first model. Let's look at a few staggering numbers. China has built more skyscrapers in 5 years than the US has in 40. Over 6.6 million kilometers of roads, many part of massive expressway networks. Dozens of new airports, including the jaw-dropping Beijing Daxing Airport, dubbed the Starfish. Entire smart cities like Xiong'an New Area are rising from scratch, planned to hold 2.5 million people by 2035. Now compare that with Japan. Japan's cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya are models of dense, well-planned urbanism. While Japan doesn't build at China's pace, it focuses on quality over quantity. Its projects are carefully integrated into seismic zones, with an emphasis on longevity, precision, and minimal disruption. China builds fast and big. Japan builds smart and forever. 2. High-speed rail, speed versus precision. Let's now compare the crown jewel of modern infrastructure, high-speed rail. China, home to the largest high-speed rail network in the world, over 42,000 kilometers and growing. Built in just 15 years, linking almost every major city. The Fuxinghao runs at 350 kilometers per hour, and China has already begun testing 600 kilometers per hour maglev trains. Costs are kept low due to mass production and domestic manufacturing. Japan introduced the world's first bullet train in 1964, the legendary Shinkansen. Known for unmatched punctuality, with average delays under 1 minute per year. Safety is unparalleled. 0 fatalities in over 50 years of operations. The upcoming Chua Shinkansen maglev is expected to reach 505 kilometers per hour using superconducting levitation, the most advanced system on Earth. So who wins? China in coverage and speed of expansion. Japan in safety, innovation, and tech leadership. 3. Megaprojects, bridges, dams, and cities. Let's talk megaprojects. These are multi-billion-dollar undertakings that redefine geography, trade, and mobility. China. The Three Gorges Dam, largest hydropower station on Earth. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, longest sea-crossing bridge, 55 kilometers. Entire ghost cities built to absorb urban migration, though many still underpopulated. South-North Water Transfer Project, largest in human history, costing over $80 billion. Japan. Kansai International Airport built on a man-made island in a typhoon zone. Tokyo's seismic-resistant skyscrapers with automatic counterweights. The Yokohama Bay Bridge, integrated with urban expressways. Complex underground flood defense systems like the Jikans project in Tokyo, described as an underground cathedral. China's megaprojects grab headlines for size. Japan's win admiration for survival in extreme conditions and engineering finesse. 4. Smart cities and innovation. The future of infrastructure lies in smart cities, urban environments powered by data, AI, and sustainable tech. In terms of innovation, both countries push boundaries, but in very different ways. China is fearless when it comes to experimentation. From building the world's highest bridges to creating entire underground cities, the scale and audacity of Chinese infrastructure projects are jaw-dropping. Speed often takes precedence, with projects completed in record time, even if that sometimes means cutting corners. Japan, on the other hand, is obsessed with perfection. It's not just about completing a project, it's about doing it flawlessly. Take Tokyo's subway system, a marvel of punctuality and engineering. Trains arrive on time down to the second, and delays are so rare that conductors issue written apologies for even a 60-second delay. Japanese infrastructure is designed not just to function but to enhance the quality of life in every detail. Let's not forget resilience. Japan, located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, has faced devastating earthquakes, tsunamis, and typhoons. As a result, its infrastructure has evolved to be among the most disaster-resistant in the world. Buildings sway safely during tremors, bridges are reinforced with shock absorbers, and entire communities conduct regular disaster drills. This culture of preparedness has saved countless lives and inspired global standards in engineering. China, though less vulnerable to earthquakes, is catching up in this arena too. Following several disasters, the country has invested heavily in modernizing its building codes and emergency response systems. While Japan leads in resilience by necessity, China is learning rapidly, applying lessons from each incident to build stronger, safer cities. So who's really winning the infrastructure race? China leads in deployment and experimentation. Japan leads in sustainability, ethics, and user-first smart design. If we measure by scale and speed, China is the clear frontrunner. Its ability to execute massive projects in a short time frame is unmatched. Its international presence through the Belt and Road Initiative has redrawn the map of global infrastructure development. But if we shift the lens to quality, innovation, and resilience, Japan remains a global benchmark. It's not just building for today, but for a sustainable and secure tomorrow. Its projects may take longer and cost more, but they often outperform in the long run, both in function and in form. 5. Global influence, Belt versus ethics. Infrastructure isn't just domestic. It's a tool of geopolitical power. China's strategy, Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, spans 140-plus countries. Billions spent on ports, highways, rail, and pipelines. However, often criticized for debt traps in nations like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Kenya, or leaning on Chinese labor and limited local skill transfer. Japan's model operates through JITSA, Japan International Cooperation Agency. Focuses on education, skill building, and long-term planning. Supports metro systems in Bangladesh, power grids in Vietnam, and sustainable urban planning in Africa. Collaborates with local governments, not just banks. China provides scale and speed. Japan offers trust, transparency, and soft power. 6. Infrastructure challenges. Even giants have weaknesses. China, ghost cities and underused infrastructure are mounting concerns. Local government debt has surged due to overbuilding. Quality control issues persist. Quick doesn't always mean durable. Environmental damage from fast-paced development. Japan struggles with an aging population and declining workforce. High costs and bureaucratic delays stall projects. Risk-averse culture can delay innovation. Increasing reliance on foreign labor for construction. China may face a rebalancing of its growth model. Japan must find ways to stay relevant in a rapidly urbanizing Asia. 7. Final verdict: who's winning? So, who's actually winning the infrastructure race? If you measure in length of railways, number of megaprojects, overseas influence through construction, China dominates. But if you measure in safety and reliability, environmental adaptation, long-term sustainability, Japan leads. Ultimately, it's not about one beating the other. It's about two visions for the future, one fast and expansive, the other precise and lasting. And perhaps, the real winner is the world, as both nations push each other towards smarter, faster, and more resilient cities. Tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to MegaBuild24, and tap the notification bell for more epic mega project stories each week. And hey, check out our playlist on high-speed rail wars and future cities right after this. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep building.